We're in Kay Greer's backyard, and does this thing go out any further? No, we don't want it in. There we go. We're here December 8th in Kay Greer's backyard. We just had a really bad, cold, wet, cold front come through last week, and stopped our progress. We couldn't install the metal trim gutter in the rain. But it's cold. The last 2 days it's been down in the upper 20s, and my guy wasn't able to get loose from his other schedule because of the weather. And so I've done this proceeding with the gutter myself and having quite the time. It's just like wallpaper, only it'll cut you and it's stiffer. We had started on the last segment. I showed you that we had started around the tree with the first pieces of this. Now the pieces we're down to the last 30 feet, and we're gonna look at the gutter, and then now we're gonna start pop riveting. We're gonna start pop riveting the pieces together and tightening everything up and sealing it. Then we're going to cut holes for downspouts and probably mess with some chain downspouts that are the newest thing, and they should make it look really nice. See you in a minute. Here's the job so far. This is an area that she had leaking before, and when we had the gutter off and the rain happened, Kay had mentioned that the water was coming in above her garage door. On the inside there's water damage. It was mainly previous, but so in response, I've taken some caulk, some metal roofing caulk, and gone underneath the panels with this, and then shot foam in there. Right after shooting the foam on Tuesday, I started to put this piece of gutter up, and the foam kept expanding. So we blocked it in, left it overnight, let it dry, and we got a pretty nice, actually a very nice straight line that the gutter has settled into. But this part of the gutter is actually stuck, is actually sealed on. This we're going to cut away and snug up some gutter to it, and we'll make a very good bond, a very good watertight seal on this edge of the roof, which is really the only place on the whole property that had a chronic leaking problem. This is the area around the tree. It looks very rickety right now, and we will go through the process of pop riveting. It's a fun little tool, almost as dangerous as a glue gun. And coming down here, we have one 21-foot piece that I had delivered intact, and it's got a little hickey on it. Going to experiment with some ways to straighten that or minimize that right there. That's the only dent on the whole job, and we'll see what we can do with that. There's more corners, some really nice places to drop a chain downspout from that overhang where you can put a barrel and we can collect water. We come around and we go to trim on this edge because there is no water to catch. The back side of Kay's carport has never had gutter on it, and it had an attempt of some kind right here, but then we've gone ahead and added gutter down this side because the roof, even though it slopes away from here, part of it drains down this way. Now with the foam up, the foam is tapered towards the edges, so this will keep some water out and help us collect some, and it'll also add strength and rigidity to the roof. There's what we went to Mueller, and Mueller and the guy was wonderful. He sat down, Lance, and We designed this with some pretty ragged drawings I had, and these cuts that he's done on this metal have turned out to have made this job so much easier because they're the right lengths, and there's very little length cutting to do. However, we're going to get around to this part, and this gutter is going to come around and go completely over this. We're going to have to trim the bottom of